Everyone, hope you all are fine and safe. We met after quite some time today, and I'm really sorry for not uploading any video for some time. As you know, the situation is really grim, and some people were, found to be COVID positive. In my family, my father was, including my sister and her family, was COVID positive. So, sort of mentally occupied because of that, but now by the grace of God everyone is fine. And today I thought, let me upload a video today. So today we are going to upload the video on a plant, which is the pan plant or the beetle leaf plant. And let's discuss what are the best growing conditions for the pan plant. I have got this pan plant couple of months back, of which I shared in my shopping. So today we will learn how to grow a pan vine at home. And you know, pan vine is considered to be very auspicious. It's used in our Hindu culture in so many pujas. We use pan leaves. So today let's learn, let's dive in. Welcome to my Tryst with Gardening. So coming back to what's the genre of the plant, this pan is basically, or the beetle is basically a vine. And as you can see that I have supported this vine over a wire. I have to get a moss stick to support this, but owing to lockdowns I'm not been able to step out, neither I'm finding time to make a moss stick at home. You can make moss stick at home, but unfortunately I'm just not getting time to make a moss stick. So what I have done now is I have used a trellis here, and I have used a support so that this vine can basically climb up this support. So this is basically a vine, and as you can see, it has got a good growth after I have got it couple of months back. These are all new leaves which have come. You can see these are small leaves which will actually grow, and the leaves which you can see down, these are all big leaves. And these are actually edible leaves, you know. This leaf, I think this is becoming a little old, and more I take out the leaves from here, the more growth will trigger. So let's see that what are the best growing conditions, what type of soil should be using, how much sunlight is required, what is the how much water does this vine require. So all this we are going to discuss. First, let us see how much sun is required. So basically this wine is, and many places where it is produced, in agricultural lands, this is used as a, creeper or a ground cover. This is left like that on the ground also. But I've used it as a vine, so that, it can cover this entire wall, and it will give a very beautiful view here. So what is, how much sun is required? So it needs a bright light, it doesn't need a full day sun. Because if you, and especially in Delhi NCR, in the northern India, where the summer season has started and the sun is quite intense, so it doesn't need an intense sun. Any morning light, which is filtered morning light, is the best light for this wine. So hot and humid conditions are the best growing conditions for this wine, right? So you can place it in your north or east balcony, where it receives couple of hours of sun every day, not beyond that, and that too not very intense. The morning sun is not very intense. However, the sun from 12 noon to 3:34 p.m. is quite intense, and you should avoid growing this wine in such places. So this was a sun requirement. As I said, place it in the north or eastern balcony, so that it does get bright light throughout the day, but no need of scorching direct sunlight. Coming to the water conditions, you can see it's like 3:34 in the afternoon, and I've just sprinkled water over it. So 3 to 4 times a day you should mist this plant. Misting is very important. Just take a shower and give all these leaves a good so what I do is, even if I am coming here, I try and mist all these leaves. So you have to mist these leaves. These leaves don't like to be dry, so you can mist these leaves and make them little wet. So watering conditions, 3 to 4 times. You just need to mist the leaves. Once a day you can thoroughly water it. So hot, humid and warm warm conditions and misted leaves is what the wine loves. So we have spoken about sun, we have spoken about the watering schedule, and now let's come to what kind of soil is required. So if you look at the soil, it is very porous. See, this is a very humus rich and a very porous sand. So one part of sand, one part of manure, and one part of garden soil. It is very porous. The moment you put water, it doesn't hold into it, and it just goes down the drain, and it absorbs it. So you need to have a very well drained soil for pan. Water shouldn't be staying or standing in the roots. So this is how the soil should look like. You can see a lot of sand is there, a lot of sand and a lot of rich organic material is there. Manure, so vermicompost, one part of soil and one part of sand soil is required for the soil structure should be like that. So we've covered soil, we've covered sun, and we've covered water. This is not a very fussy wine. Only thing that you have to take care is don't expose it to the scorching sun. One tip which I wanted to share with you for its growth is that besides the vermicompost composition that you have in the soil, you can use water of soaked cereals. So for example, if you have soaked rice, if you have soaked dal, if you have soaked some vegetables, don't throw that water. Use that water, because that's full of minerals, that's full of proteins, and it will give your plant a very good growth. Second tip is that every time I try and say that wherever you need to trigger photosynthesis, or wherever you need to trigger chlorophyll to be enhanced in the leaves, try and use calcium for that. So what I use is, once in a while, raw milk dissolved in water. I feed the pan wine with that, and rarely it infects, and it is infested with any kind of bugs or any kind of, I have not come across where it has been infected with some bugs or some insects. So even if you come across, then use organic mediums. Don't use very harsh insecticides or pesticides. But I haven't seen the pan being infested by bugs. You can use haldi or you can use dalchini. You can make a spray of it and then spray here. It gives a very good result. So very easy to grow, and it, when it grows, it will cover this entire wall, which will look very beautiful. So and the second thing is, give support of a moss stick. If you're buying it from outside, and if in your vicinity, if in your locality you are buying this and you are able to go out, lockdown isn't imposed, then I will suggest that buy a moss stick, because the moment you tie it to the moss stick, the growth is even faster. Here in my case, I've just make a makeshift arrangement of making a trellis and then a wire kind of a thing to give it a support where this vine is actually progressing. But then the ideal way is to support it through a moss stick. So here, there are multiple growths which are coming, and I'll try and see that if I can order it online and I can get a moss stick so that it can be given a proper support. So that's all for today. Do like it, share it, subscribe it. One thing that I wanted to leave with you all, today we have a community of less than 100 subscribers, and with your support we have grown in couple of months, and we get a lot of appreciation from you all. One message that I wanted to leave to all my subscribers is that we recently have seen or might have witnessed ourselves the shortage of oxygen. We've seen that whatever that we have done in the past in terms of deforestation, cutting down trees, the mother nature has compelled us that you have to look at the importance of oxygen, and plants are a wonderful way to create oxygen factories in our own plants. So in our own houses, in our own vicinities. So I would urge each one of you to promise me that all these subscribers will plant, whoever is watching me will plant at least 5 plants when the lockdown is imposed, when the lockdown is eased and you're able to go out. Please plant 5 trees and motivate and encourage rest 5 people to plant, and let this chain of motivating and planting trees go on, so that we can make this place a better better place to live, and we leave a good place for our future generations to thrive. So with that request, do share your comments that if you agree that you should be planting trees, 5 trees, all the subscribers to be planting at least 5 trees, and encouraging the rest of 5 people in your community to plant trees. In this way, this chain of multiple tree plantations will continue, and from some years we'll be able to undo the damage that we have brought in for Mother Earth. With that, I wish you all a lot of safety. You all stay safe, stay indoors, and see you all soon. Take care. Bye bye.